Well, there he goes then. He had to go though, didn't he? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't win anything with Spurs, did he? Like, what did he actually do for them?
Yeah.
I mean, he got Spurs into their first ever Champions League final.
Please, that was a one-off.
He got Spurs to the top four in 4 consecutive seasons.
Meaning Spurs overtook Arsenal as North London's biggest club.
He oversaw a move into probably one of the world's best stadiums as well.
And he became our first manager to get to 100 Premier League wins.
And he achieved our highest ever points tally in the league.
And he got Harry Kane to be one of the best strikers in the world.
Developed Son Heung-min into a world-class player and all.
And Christian Eriksen.
And Moussa Sissoko. I mean, he's a genius if he can do that.
All right, okay, he did some good stuff. I'll give you that.
Still, it's a tough act to follow. The new manager's got to be a popular figure to top that.
Very true. Oh.
Oh, gee.
Oh, fuck. Hello and welcome to Dream Team Coach TV with Betway. I'm Sean Burke and joining me is Jack Townsend, Andy Taylor and the Leighton Baines, Andrew Butler. Oh yes, did you like that little pun? I was very proud of that one. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this. The mystery word game is still drawing breath and last week Andy was very successful with his efforts.
It doesn't feel like I was very successful.
Yeah, this is, it doesn't look like he was. The word should be appearing on your screen now somewhere.
Where is
I'm not even doing this.
it? He's livid.
So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. All right, Andy.
Have you done something different with your hair?
Yeah, is
I
new
can't,
look,
I
is
can't
it?
work it out.
I can't. What's going on here?
I think this is too far, personally. It's not even funny because everyone's watching, going, "This is not like a serious show now."
Oh, cause yeah, we were like
because
basically
we're
on a
so serious.
Everyone was tuning in for my insight into Jose and what's going to happen at the weekend, and they can't take me seriously now.
Lineker did match of the day in his pants. You
Yeah.
know, anything's possible.
Yeah.
He was in better nick though.
Yeah, but he knew it was coming though. He was in the gym all summer, wasn't he?
All right, well that's what happened. That's the result of a forfeit from last week. If you lose the weekender, but stay tuned and we'll find out who's lost weekender this week. What do you get when you cross a Champions League final, consistent European football, and the best Spurs team in decades? Sacked! Yeah, that's the news that Mauricio Pochettino has been sacked from Spurs. But wait, there's more. He's been replaced by Jose Mourinho, a man who's no stranger to silverware. Read between the lines, Jose. It's good to have you back, mate. Have Spurs shot themselves in the foot?
What is going on? Like, it was like the maddest little moment. I remember I went to bed and I'm getting a text saying, Poch is gone. Mm-hmm. So what? For one, no one saw that coming. Like, I was thinking if it was going to happen, it's like Christmas or end of the season. And the next thing I know, I wake up to a message saying, Mourinho is now Spurs manager. I had to almost like...
It was an extraordinary kind of like past couple of days with Pochettino just getting the boot as well. It sounded like kind of they wanted him to resign, but then he wasn't just going to resign if he knew that he could get a £12 million payoff.
Yeah.
And then Mourinho comes in on £15 million a year. Levy's essentially written a cheque for £72 million in the past week now because of the payoff to Pochettino and the contract to Mourinho, and it is absolutely staggering. That's just from a money point of view.
I mean, I'm really excited for Mourinho personally. I think he's tried to play it really clever because the backlash that Spurs fans gave him for getting rid of Poch was like I've never really seen. It was almost like someone had died. I mean, you mentioned that earlier. It was just like
the way people were talking about it was like he's died.
I mean, if anything's dying, it's probably Spurs because how are they going to survive without Poch? But Levy's just hit him with both barrels and gone, I'm not even going to give you a chance to recover from this. And I'm going to hit you with Mourinho. I mean, we're all thinking of Mourinho as like back end of Man United, really. That's what I think a lot of people are thinking of. And it was a bit of a laughing stock. People are calling him like the club destroyer. Because he goes in there, wins a bit, then like financially they're like ruined. The dressing room's in turmoil when he leaves. I just think social media is gonna be the end of Jose. I just think that unless he comes in and wins his first 10 games in a row and they're playing nice football, there's always going to be that one moment where he lets himself down and social media is going to latch onto it, and it's going to be like, oh, the same old Jose, he's at it again, boring, parking the bus. This isn't the Spurs way, and that's how I can see it going. And
it's going to be so interesting because the guy is box office for at least a season. So I think this season could be really, really fun to just watch every Spurs match from now on. But also, I'm interested to know what Spurs fans kind of will accept, like success-wise, right? Because they were getting into the top 4 every year under Pochettino. I don't think they will this season, right? If Mourinho comes in and wins something, even an FA Cup, the league's probably out of the question, especially this year. Champions League is going to be incredibly tough. But even if he wins an FA Cup, right, that's more than Pochettino's won trophy-wise, right? But then if he destroys the club afterwards, he's still the manager that has won something with a team that is probably their best team in a couple of decades, right?
Yeah.
And so that will go down on their honours board. That will go down in history. And so it's interesting. I don't really know what Spurs fans kind of want. Do they want to just be a good club that doesn't win anything, or do they want to be a club that might win something with Mourinho, but then he goes and destroys it?
Okay, well, speaking of Mauricio Pochettino and Mourinho, I believe you lads have prepared some statistics for me to test my football knowledge. Some of which are false, some of which are true. And I have to decide which is which.
Just make sure Graz isn't giving you any tips in
Yeah,
there.
That's no tips now, Graz.
Villas-Boas actually has a better win percentage.
Jose has managed 395 games more in his career than Poch, and yet lost less games.
And lost less. Overall?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Jose Mourinho has not won at White Hart Lane, both new and old, for a decade.
Okay.
Jose has more domestic European trophies than in Spurs' entire history. So his personal collection of trophies is more than Spurs'.
Jose's points per game ratio at Man United was exactly the same as Poch's at Spurs.
Okay.
In Jose's first season at United, that was the 16-17 season, they had more passes completed than Spurs, despite Jose being labelled as a negative manager and Spurs playing nice football.
Okay, it's a lot to take in. Right, first of all, I think your one is true about the win ratio,
The win ratio.
because I saw on Reddit Soccer this morning.
Oh, here he is.
I didn't know! I was going to
Here
go
he
up. Right, that one about domestic titles. Jose Mourinho has more domestic titles than Spurs do ever.
Yeah,
He has a lot, but false.
it is false.
But do you want to know by how many?
By 2 trophies.
Oh my God! Wow, that's
close.
only just false.
If my calculation's correct, it's 25 to Jose, 27 to Spurs.
Holy crap! That's worryingly close. All right, that's false. That was true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's false.
It's true.
Oh. All right, so that leaves.
Villas-Boas has a better win percentage than Poch.
I think that's false.
It's true.
Oh my God!
Villas-Boas has a better win percentage than Poch.
No way! I'm gonna say it's true.
It is true.
Wow.
Yeah.
He has fewer losses despite playing
395
games
more.
less than Poch.
Wow.
Well,
Wow, some revealing statistics there. Wow, that was some good stats, lads.
Yeah.
Good stats. I don't know what to think anymore.
the annoying thing for Jose is he's not going to be able to overtake Spurs' trophy haul for as long as he's in this job.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh yeah.
He's going to have to have a little loan spell to win
Just let me
Serie A
do this.
title.
Excitingly, we actually have a Dream Team exclusive because
Ooh.
we found footage of the very first conversation between Daniel Levy and Jose Mourinho about the Spurs job.
Hello.
Let's see what they said.
All right, there, is this Jose? Sorry, I don't take cold calls. Not interested in any crap you're selling. No, it's not crap. I'm offering you the Spurs job. I just said no crap. Look, it's Daniel Levy. I need silverware, Jose, and I need it now. Pochettino won no trophies, right? There's a bear in the woods. All right, I'm only coming if I can spend lots of money. Nah, that's not how we do things here, Jose. We don't spend any money, and we expect better results year on year. But, look, you can play Son at left back if that's what you're worried about. Okay, now we're talking. And if anyone asks, me bringing you in has nothing to do with the Amazon documentary. But the producer just called. It never happened. Okay, and any chance I can bring in Nemanja Matic? I'll take that as a yes then.
Wow.
Wow.
Can you believe
Yeah.
that?
Some good-looking
God.
lips there, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Great-looking lips.
Yeah. Moving on, now that internationals are done, the Premier League is back.
Hey, come
Great
on.
news. Unless you're an Arsenal fan, or a Spurs fan, or a West Ham fan, or a Man United fan, and Norwich, or hell, even a Man City fan. But luckily for you out there with struggling teams, we've prepared a helpful safety demonstration to get you through. Please pay close attention.
Welcome to this Premier League match. To show your support, please hold your scarf above your head. In the event of a sudden loss of a lead, adopt the brace position for optimal sulking. Adults watching with young children, be sure to shield their eyes and feel shame for making them support your team. Please make note of your nearest exit in case of an absolute thrashing, while also making note of your nearest away fans, which may be behind you. In the unlikely event of a correct VAR decision, please celebrate with caution to ensure minimal embarrassment. Your phone is stowed in your pocket with a Twitter account to attract attention. And here is a mouthpiece for further protesting.
Oi, ref!
Your captain invites you to make plenty of noise. Unless it's Arsenal. Now please sit back, relax, and enjoy your match.
It's the dankest part of the week. The lads submit a football meme to the Dream Team Instagram page, and you folks get to vote on your favourite. Producer Graz, bring on the memes. All right.
This is me.
Good.
I mean, I was struggling to get inspired being international break, so I kind of...
Thank God for Spurs, by the way. It's
Yeah.
giving us something to talk about.
Yeah.
I know. It came a day too late, though.
Yeah.
Imagine if we'd had that ammunition for the memes. That would have been something else.
Okay. Whose
Right.
is this?
I presume this is mine.
Okay, please explain away.
Yeah, so it's obviously Marcus Rashford says England attack is frightening going into Euro 2020.
You've worked it out.
Cheers, Nick. Nice one.
Interpreting memes.
Right.
Here we go.
Another video
most
with Mandy. What a
fans.
surprise.
This is a movie, by the way.
Is it? Yeah, which film is this from?
Don't we?
Yeah, I like
Everyone's
right.
excited, and then it's like
Yeah.
you've got a couple of lads there that are like, no.
Let's hear the results. Graz, please. In third place. It's Jack.
No!
Rightly
That's
so.
embarrassing.
Rightly
That's
so.
embarrassing.
The winner is
Oh, I mean, it's...
Andy Taylor.
I think that's kind of fair enough, to be honest.
The away section, all of them going wild up there.
Yeah, they love it. Is that Mel Gibson up there? Yeah. The big fixture this weekend is Man City versus Chelsea at the Etihad. A battle between Man City's money and Chelsea's youth. And money. Lots of money. So, I mean, what's the story? I mean, if City lose here, do you think that's Liverpool's title done and dusted, or is it still too early days? Are you still backing City to win the league, actually?
I'm still backing City to win the
Still
league.
backing City?
There's a few elements in
Come
here.
on.
There's a few elements
Come
in here.
on. What,
Go on.
like what?
There's a few elements here. So for starters, Liverpool are going to go behind on games played because of their exerts in the Super
Club
Cup.
World Cup.
Club World
Yeah,
Cup,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So that is a big factor. So say if they're like 2 games behind, right? That's going to already reduce that deficit to 3. Now,
Yeah.
psychologically, that is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Also, Liverpool, are we not forgetting the Liverpool of kind of the Christmas period last year, Christmas moving into January?
What, compared to Man City's Christmas period last...
Yeah, but
Yeah,
everyone's going to have a blip,
yeah.
right? City have had their blip. Now they're going to come into a strong period. I think Pep's realised, all right, I can't mess around here now.
I just
Something
don't think
like
that City are maybe as good as they were last season, because already this season they've lost to Norwich, Wolves, a good result for Wolves, but also Liverpool as well. They've lost 3 games already this season. You know, if you and we're not even a third of the way through the season yet, right? So they're obviously beatable. They look more beatable than they were last season. I think Liverpool are stronger. Anyway, this is City Chelsea,
Look forward to
and
looking at that as
this is going to be a really interesting game because Chelsea they're flying at the moment.
I'm enjoying what Lampard's doing at Chelsea, really am. But I still think there's a lot of kind of naivety, and they're not good enough to go on this much of a run. And I think City is a sort of game where they'll get a reality check, Lampard will go away, take what they've learned, and then they'll go again.
I think it's going to be a really entertaining one that I think Chelsea could still do something with, to be honest.
It's time to look at your weekender teams for this weekend, lads. So with the Prem returning, it's back to normal. That's a goalkeeper, 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, and 2 strikers from this weekend's games. Producer Graz, let's have a look. All right.
Okay, so Arsenal have got Southampton, so that's why I've got Lacazette. Hasenhüttl's struggling. Aguero, I've obviously put him in my bets club bet, and I fancy him to play against Chelsea very well. Basically strong Everton contingent.
All right, okay. Next up.
Right, okay, so this is mine. I just thought I'd freshen things up by picking a different player from each team as well, right? So I hope you appreciate it. I know you don't get any extra points for it.
No.
But, you know, I'd like to
up
think that our audience will really appreciate just the time and effort that has gone into this.
Next up, let's see Jack's team.
Right, so I'm thinking
Pre-Mourinho.
post Mourinho. Post Mourinho, I was like, right.
Okay.
Harry Winks as well.
Well, there's a bit of method, all right. So I'm thinking, right, new manager, bounce back ability. You know, everyone knows that first game.
Yeah.
The players have just got that extra spring in their step. So I think Winks has come off a very good. I know he's not been playing much for Spurs, but he's come off like a very good international break. And you think Mourinho might go, right, we'll get in there. Eriksen seems like the kind of bloke that's now going to play well under a new manager. Alderweireld, obviously, I think Mourinho tried to sign him, didn't he? At some point for United.
Well, there was rumours
right,
yeah.
And then obviously Kane and Son's going to be in there. Gazaniga is there by default.
Right. Okay then. All right. I'm curious to see how that'll play out for you, Jack.
Can you get off my...
Sorry.
Your two
on
team.
your two
Your
team
Desmond.
there. Your Desmond there. Don't forget to submit your own weekender team. So download the Dream Team app, submit your 7, and you could earn some real money. Just make sure you do it before the weekend's fixtures. So if this is Friday afternoon, you're watching it, do it now. Okay then. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for. It's that time of the week. The weekend results from last week. This year we've made a loser board to help decide which forfeit is carried out. We've got 6 options: red arse, slap in the face, walk on Lego, substitution, cinnamon challenge, and fancy dress. Exhibit A. Let's see how we fared.
I've enjoyed this one, by the way. I didn't know what was...
Okay.
I told you about old Metham.
Mepham's yours.
I mean, I didn't know who half the people were.
I mean, you still got... Oh, God, without Metham, you would have...
Yeah, I would have been absolutely in trouble.
All right, let's see the next one.
Wow.
That's
Got a
-5.
What happened there?
They don't even do minus points. What are you doing?
What did I do?
What are you doing?
Because Northern Ireland lost 6-1 to
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
BA.
Let's see how he fared.
Oh no!
Oh, that
Davis with a minus missed penalty.
Yes.
Missed penalty. for Davis.
What has gone on there? Why?
No wonder Nick's ill.
Yeah, he knew.
No wonder he's not here.
I've got to say I'm a bit gutted that the laxative jelly babies has been taken off the roster because I've got a tapeworm to deal with.
You what? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
Okay.
never mind.
Our loser of the week this time is Daniel Levy for giving Jose Mourinho his 3rd Premier League club to manage. Best of luck with that. I hand this over to you.
Thank you, Sean. Okay.
All right, take it away.
What we got?
Cinnamon.
Oh, it's red arse.
Oh, we got ourselves a red arse.
Bang on! Oh yeah! Just on the hammy. Just a little nick off the hammy.
So
Just warm me up.
So where have you got? You got
One
direct.
there, one there, one there.
The hat trick. The hat trick. Red
The
arse.
perfect hat trick. Left foot, right foot.
Oh, we didn't give producer Graz a go. I'm wearing beats.
Just one go. Graz.
All right, well, we've just seen the forfeit being carried out. A classic red arse out there.
I'm surprised you're sitting so comfortably.
Yeah, but,
Always good to see.
that's got a sting. Mystery word. It was said.
Oh, right. Was it right at the end? What was it?
Now, what was mildly contentious. It was Butler's, and the word was tapeworm.
Oh!
I never even heard that.
He did say it. He said, "Don't say it." Yeah.
But he kind of muttered it.
No.
If Jack heard it, I said it.
To be
If
fair,
Jack heard it-
I did hear it. I
Fair.
did hear
You
it.
got
I would have definitely known you would have said tapeworm.
He said it when he was talking about the
laxatives.
laxatives. He said, "I've got a tapeworm."
All right, well, I'm just going to start whispering it then every show when I get it.
Okay. Well, that's all from us this week, folks. If you enjoyed the video and you're not subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel. We make this show every Friday afternoon, and we have sketches and chat, and we don't take ourselves too seriously. But thanks for joining us on Dream Team Coach TV with Betway. We'll see you again next time.